Hi everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angie and I teach SQL and data analytics in a very simple and beginner-friendly way. In my last video, we learned how to filter data in SQL using the where clause. So today we'll be taking it a bit further. So let's get started. We have our PG admin open, so we need to connect to our project. So let's expand our progress SQL 17. So we have DVD rental. We are working with DVD rental database. Yes, it's already in SQL. So we want to query to. We want to query to. We're just going to right click on DVD rental and choose query to. You wait for it to load up. In my last video, we learned how to filter data in SQL using the where clause. Today, we are going to be taking it a step further. I'll be showing you logical operators. Last week, we learned comparison operators where we use greater than operator, less than, equals to, greater than, equals to, less than, equals to, not greater than or less than. So those are comparison operators. What they do is that they compare values. All right. So today we're going to be learning logical operators. But before we move into logical operators proper, I'd like to let's do a little practical of our comparison operators. So let's say we are asked to find all customer, or let's say we are asked to find all customer, or let's say all payments above 25. So what we are going to do is enter our our first clause, which is our select, right? Select everything from, we are using our payment table. We want to select everything from our payment table. From payments, where the filter data clause is where amount. So we have amounts in our payment table, right? Yeah. So if you want to confirm that, just go to your tables and look for your payment table. Scroll down. Yeah, so we have amount here, right? Yeah, so we want to use where amount is greater than, let's say, or let's use less than, where amount is less than 25. Let's run this. So this is a comparison operator. It compares your values for you. So this is your amount column, right? So this compares values for you. All right, both conditions must be true. This is what it means. And yeah, so we are going to be moving further to knowing what logical operators are. All right, so logical operators connect or modifies this comparison. They connect or modifies this comparison. All right, and we have the operators in SQL. We have our logical operators. We have our AND operator. We have and what means all condition must be met. All condition must be true. I'm going to type that out. Means all condition must be true. A SQL must, return all true conditions. This is what your AND logical operator means. So we also have another logical operator called the OR operator. OR means at least one condition must be true. Yes, so if one is not true, one must be true. That's what all means. We also have another logical operator called not. Your not operator. Your not means reverse the condition. Reverse the condition. That's what it means. Yes, reverse the condition. Yeah, so we have and, we have or, and we have not. And means all the conditions must be true. All conditions must be true. Your all means at least one. It's not a must though. One, just one can be true. I can manage that. All right. And not means reverse the condition. The condition must not be true. Do you get it now? Yeah. So we are going to select. Let's get a question now. Let's say select all customers who are active and in store one. But let's go and see what is in our customer table. So first of all, we want to check our customer table, right? So we are going to select everything from customer. So let's run this. So we want to see everything from customer. Because we are asked to find all customers who are active and belong to store one. So do we have store column? We have to look through our column header. Okay, we have store ID. We have do we have active? We have active. Yeah, we have active. So let's go. The question says select all customers who are active and belong to store one. So let's run this. So first of all, we enter the first language SQL understand, which is select always. Select everything because the question says select all customer. From where? From customer table, right? We are going to enter our filter statement, which is where. Where what? Where customers who are active and belong to store one. So we are going to type where active is equals to 1. All right. So you can see that your logical operators works with your comparison operators. All right. Your comparison operator here is your equals to. Yeah. So where active is equals to 1, and this is where your logical condition comes in now. Your logical operator comes in. You're going to type and, because the question says select all customers who are active and belong to store one. And what? Belong to store one. So what store? What's the column name you're bringing next? Store ID. Because we have store ID here. Yes, this is our store ID. We have store ID. So we're going to type store underscore ID is equals to 1. All right. So select all customers who are active and belong to ID 1. So we are going to, if you look through your active column, you see what's in your active column. So we have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. So let's run this now. Yes. So this is what we want to see. We want to see store ID that is 1 and want to see active that is 1. All right. These are our active 1. So scroll down, you only see store ID that is 1 and active that is 1. You will not see any other number. It is going to be only store ID that is 1 and only active that is 1. Do you get it? Customer must be active and they must be in what? Store 1, store ID 1. So let's move on to the second question. Select all customers who belong to store 1 or store 2. That's the question. Select all customers who belong to store 1 or store 2. So let's go. The first syntax is what? Select. Select everything. That's what asterisks mean, right? Select from where? From customer table. Where what? That's the next filter to enter. Sorry, I have to come down. Where what? Customer who belongs to store 1 or store 2. So we are going to use store ID, right? Store underscore ID is equals to 1. And then or. So even if we don't have store IDs that is 1, at least we should have a store ID that is 2, right? So we are going to type our or logical statements. Or store ID is equals to 2. Type your semicolon and let's run this. Your question says select all customers who belong to store 1 or store 2. All right, so that's what we have where store ID is equals to 1 or store ID is equals to 2. So let's run this. Yes, so we can see even if you don't have 1, if you have 2, I want to see it. That's what store means. If you have 2, If you don't have two and you have one in the store ID, I want to see it. This is what your or does. But your and is no, I want to see one alone. Even though you don't have one, let me know. Do you get it? But your or is, it can either be, you have one or you have two. Your and is fixed. Your and is brutal. Your and wants to is very specific. I want this is what I want and I must get it, right? But your or is, if you don't have this one, I think you should have this one. Show it to me. Okay, so the customer can either belong to store number 2 or store ID number 1. So we have this there. You can see in your store ID you have 1, you have 2. Yeah, that's because we use what? Or logical statements. So now let's solve a question using the not logical statement. Question number 3 says select all customers who are not active. Wow. Who are not active. So what's your syntax? Select all, select asterisks from customer where not active. Your not should come before your active is equals to 1. Okay, your 1 means that customer is active. 0 means, not active, right? Yeah. So if you're bringing in your not logical operator, it should come before your column name, because you cannot say where active not equals to 1. It's not right. So you must bring in your not before what? Your ID name. Just like you brought in your or before your store ID, right? And you also brought in your and before your store ID. So logical operators come after your filter operator, your filter clause, which is your where clause. That's when your logical clause comes in, right? Yeah. So we have select everything from customer where not active is equals to 1. So let's go. Reverse is the case. That's what not means. So we are going to look for active. Can you see now? Not active, 0. Active, your active customers mean 1. If you have 1, they're active. If they're not active, it means 0. Can you see now is that what not means? Not means reverse is the condition, is what it is. Okay, not active. Active is 1. Not active, I want to see when it's not active. Can you see now? It's showing you 0. So it returns inactive customers. Inactive customer. So let's solve more question. That's going to be question number 4. Let's use our what's it called? We want to work with rating table. So we are going to use select. The question says select all films that are rated PG or PG-13 or PG-13. So let's go. We are going to start with our first statement, which is select. Select everything, because it says select all films. All, that means it is from film table, right? Select all film. In small letter, please. Select all film, because it's from film table. This is our film here. This is how our film is spelled, right? Yes, select all films from film table where rating. You're going to enter the next condition, the next statement, which is where select all films that are rated where rating, right? You're going to type is it rating? Let's expand our film to see the columns. Do we have rating there? So we have rental rate. Okay, we have rental rate and not rating. So where we have rating as well, but our rental rate shows where films are rated PG, right? Select all films that are rated PG. PG-13 or PG. Yes, so we are going to enter where rating is what equals to, in quotes, right, PG, or because our condition says or, we are going to type or rating, is equals to, in one quote, P, in one quote, PG-13. So let's run this. Yeah, so this is our OR logical operator. So we can see our rating, we only have, okay, we can see PG, we can see PG-13, we can see, just PG-13 because we said all. So if we have PG or PG-13, let's see it. That's what it means, all right? It satisfies the both condition is either PG or PG-13. We want to see both. If we don't have PG, we have PG-13, we are going to see PG-13. If we have the both, we are going to see the both. All right, so let's answer another question. Let's use and condition now. Let's use and operator. So let's say select all films with rental rate greater than 2.99 and rating equals to PG. So let's go. We start with our select everything from, it's going to be from film table. The next clause is what? Your where clause. Where rental rate. So you have to type in your rental rates. Underscore where rental rate is what is greater than, this is your comparison operator. Your greater than is your comparison operator. All right, so when rental rate is greater than 2.99, okay, greater than 2.99, all right, and you have to type in your and, because you said and rating is PG, and rating, no, yeah, and rating, yes, and rating is equals to, in quotes, because this is in text, in quotes you type PG, end with your semicolon that you're finished, that you have finished, writing out your query. So let's run this. So this is and is very strict, and wants to see rating that is PG and has, rental rate above 2.99. So you can see your rating is only showing you, your rating column is only showing you rating PG, because you use your and logical operator. It will not show you any other thing. No. It will not show you any other thing. Can you see? You only see PG. So let's use not. Let's answer a question using not. But before that, let's go and see our rental rate if it's from 2.99 and above. Yes, can you see? Your rental rate is above 2.99. That's why you can see 4.99. So you scroll down to confirm. You see your query is right. So let's use not, let's solve the question with not now. So let's select all films that are not rated R. So let's go select everything, that's the asterisks, from film, right? Where not, so type in your not, where not, let's see, rating, where not, we are going to type our rating now. Where not rating is equals to R, in your quotes, in your one quote, type R. Let's run this. Yes, so your not is reverse, right? So anything that is not R is what you want to see. That's why you have your rating here showing NT17 PG. You will not see anything that belongs to R. Anything that is not R is what this particular question means. Anything that is not R, that's what your not logical operator means. Anything that is not that is what I want to see. All right. And your AND operator means I want to see only what belongs to this. Are you getting it now? And then your OR operator means if it's not this, let me also see this. Do you get? Yeah. So before we end this section, here's a small assignment for you. So I want you to select all payments where the amount is greater than 5 and customer underscore ID is less than 50. So I want you to try this out. And question number two, I want you to select all customer who are active and not from store 2. I have about 5 questions for you to try on your own. So question number 3 says select all things that are not rated R. And question number 4 says select all films with a rental rate greater than 2.99 and rating is equals to PG. Okay, so please, you can drop your answers in the comment section and I will check them out. All right, so if this video helped you, please kindly like, subscribe so you don't miss out of the next lesson. In the next video, we'll talk about our order by and limit clause. Yeah, so you can control how your data is displayed. Okay, yeah, so thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.